are live.
Happy birthday.
Happy Friday the 13th. This is Milestone Nick. I'm here with Miss Sweetest Fish. How the hell are you today?
I am so good.
So good. I mean, it's Friday the 13th, but what a big milestone for us today.
Mm-hmm.
I can almost cry.
I know. I cannot believe that we have published 100 issues of Marketing Qualified.
It's pretty big. It's pretty big news. I mean, props to the amazing writing staff of our company, and I think obviously some great recaps in this week's newsletter. We're not going to go through 100 lessons learned. I really do suggest you guys again grab some eggnog, grab a spiced latte or something, and go through these at your leisure. But today we're going to pick our favorites, right?
Yes.
In each of the categories. We've learned so many lessons through the last 100 editions, but we're going to break it down for you into a couple different buckets, and then myself and Miss Sweetest Fish will give you our favorites as we go through here. So let's jump right into it.
Okay.
All right, copywriting lessons. So this is, again, we're breaking it into sections.
Hold on. The first category is lessons from writing this newsletter. It's category 1.
Fair enough. Lessons from writing. So you want your favorite or my favorite?
I can go first. My favorite here is it's okay to revisit the same topic again, as long as you have a fresh take. Because we've done that. That. And sometimes I can get caught in it like, oh, wait, we talked about this, but hey, there's actually a new angle, some new information. So don't think that you can't talk about the same thing more than once.
Yeah, because honestly, the fresh take can be different from the last time we talked about it. You could have learned something new.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, which one?
All right, next section, copywriting lessons. I mean, my favorite, because I do this a lot, is write like you talk. Right? I hate, obviously, I have a certain style, and I don't like it when we try to be so different than how we really are. So I like copywriting, write like you talk, make it real.
Can I also say one here? I really, really like number 13 because it's Friday the 13th. Clarity, more important than cleverness.
Right.
It's just be clear so people understand you.
All right. Next section, content marketing lessons. What's your favorite? What do we learn?
You go first on this one, please. I feel like you have one already.
This one is is number 22, which is solve one problem per piece of content. And we've strived for this in everything we do with our customers and just in general, that, if you get one nugget out of a piece of content, whether it be a newsletter, podcast, case study, whatever, just solve one problem, you've won. You've added value.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be 100. Just saying. Okay, I'll go next category, email marketing lessons. We've done a lot of emails.
Oh my God.
This year in 2024. I think the one thing that really stood out to me here is similar to kind of what you said. Every email needs a purpose. If it's not clear, then don't freaking send it. And this goes for cold emails, for every single email. If you don't know that, if you can't answer that, just don't do it.
Yeah, for sure. All right. The next section, social media, the thing that I think so many people love and so many people hate. So, I think this is the most obvious one, but I think we have to just keep repeating it, which is number 44. Don't sell, educate and entertain, right? Social media is not, you're not going to sell and close a deal on a social media post, but you will inspire, you will educate, you will entertain, and you will get followers and get people engaged and want to learn from you and ultimately want to buy from you. So good lesson.
Yes. Okay. Next category, analytics and testing lessons.
Ooh.
So
the numbers.
So for me here, 52. Measure what matters.
That's what your philosophy in life is, though, I think.
But it's so off, and we get stuck in this too. We just put these dashboards together, and it looks pretty, and you report it to the client, whatever you do, and then you're like, and then what?
Yeah.
Is this really changing behavior in any way? If it doesn't, then stop wasting your time on it.
This is a hard lesson, though. I mean, I think, we obviously follow EOS, which is all about scorecards and measurements. And, we've obviously changed the KPIs and metrics over time. But we've done that because we want to measure what matters. And sometimes what you measure first does matter then, but it doesn't matter. And you get to a different point in business, a different stage of a campaign or something. So I think that I'm with you, actually. Number 52, solid.
Solid.
Solid. All right. Next, branding lessons.
Every single one.
I was going to say, this one is so hard.
I can't pick one here. Like literally cannot, because they're all so strong and so important.
Well, I'm going to go with number 66, because I feel like, and this is really you. I mean, I think you're the queen. You're the sweetest fish of humanizing brand. And I think people trust people, humanize the brands. I think the companies are our companies, but companies are people too. And so, we've talked a lot over the last year around advocating and creating profiles and personalities within a company, just like we're doing today, right? So, I mean, people do buy from people, and that's probably one of the most important things.
I think it is a little bit of a tangent, but I think that this could be highlighted even more if you think about in the age of AI we're in right now. Like we can all learn AI. We can all learn how to use these models and tools and write content, but no one can be you. No one can really be the human you are. So that is now your only differentiator in the market. Really.
Yeah, it's going to be, and as AI gets better and better, it's going to be interesting. Like, I mean, we've obviously done avatars of ourselves. We've done different things. Like, can you still be you, but with AI?
Yeah.
Good question.
It's scary.
All right, the next section, lead generation lesson.
I would say that my favorite here, I'm like, not this whole lead gen thing is just number 78.
78.
Social proof builds trust. I think this is also showing a little human side of things. So when you try to do any sort of lead gen campaign, again, don't sell with like BS, just actually sell with real people. Like this is how someone used X and this is what they got out of it.
Yeah, I think that's.
Which one did you have here? I can tell that you're not in agreement with my number choice.
No, I don't think that's the case. I think that I agree with the social proof, because it helps provide reality to something. But I'm a big fan of obviously number 76, because that's how we've generated a majority of our business is from referrals. And I think, referral business is the best business because it proves all the other things we've talked about, which is you have a relationship and it's established trust. And so that's my favorite one.
Actually, yeah. Now when I'm like, based on all the conversation I had with you and with Chris yesterday, we talked about the program that we're building. Yeah, good point. Okay.
All right. Productivity and mindset.
Oh, I want to hear which one you have here.
I mean, I think this one is so obvious to me because it's obviously one of our core values, but number 84, which is stay curious. Obviously, I'm an extremely curious person. And I think if you are not curious in marketing, you will fail, hands down.
I think
in today's age.
This is also one of those sections that I believe in, like pretty much every single one that we've mentioned here. But I agree, like staying curious in marketing. If you get stuck on that worked in the past and that worked before, and this is how we've always done things, then you're behind, and then you will always be behind.
Yeah, it's cringeworthy when somebody tells me in any business, like, oh, well, this is how we used to do it, or this is how we've done it the last 20 years. I'm like,
let's change it.
I just want to pull my hair out. I'm like, but like, be curious. And it may be the same. You may keep doing that, but like innovation requires change.
Mm-hmm. All right. Strategy lessons.
What do you think?
I mean, part of this here is kind of related to what we just talked about in the the lead gen section. So you have 95. Retention is cheaper than acquisition. Think referrals. I think, prioritize loyalty. I like that one. But I also Or did you want to say? I just kept going. What's
No, I'm going to go with, and I think, it's number 100 for a reason, which is good marketing doesn't feel like marketing. It feels like helping. And I think that has been our mantra, and that has been, I think, our attitude. When you do it right, it does feel good. And it feels good that like you talk to somebody and like, yeah, I got this out of it. That's when I know it's good marketing, when it really does feel like you're helping the client and not selling them something. So that's
I think you can apply that to a lot of things in life.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. If you like your job.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a job.
Yeah. All right. So those are our favorites out of the 100 lessons for marketers. Please take a look at this. We don't have enough time to go through it all, but it is an outstanding resource for you guys. So please take a look at that. But in the news, before we go, if you have to be living under a rock, if you're in marketing and didn't see that OpenAI released Sora, we've played with it here. It is text to video, and it is ridiculous, the technology that's available now. So if you are working in video today, I would be terrified. If that's your only job is you're a videographer,
then you need to get out of
you have more skills.
You need to be curious on what's happening if you are not already. And I can't wait to see the Miss Swedish Fish movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. All right. Well, you did put our meme.
Oh, I did add it. Oh, goodness, I just didn't add it in here. Here it is. How to reach your goals. Finish your. Oh yeah, there's no such thing. That's why this is hilarious.
That is.
I don't think I've never ever not had a to-do list. That's my life. I write lists for my lists.
All right. So obviously, congratulations. Huge milestone. Thank you to everybody that has helped both read, subscribe, and listen to Marketing Qualified over the last 100 episodes or 100 editions. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And but please keep subscribing, right?
Yes, head over to marketingqualified.co. You can read all the 100 tips there, and obviously subscribe and get our next newsletter. And if you haven't checked it out already, Partner Science dropped a new issue yesterday.
That was spicy. It was a spicy issue.
It's a spicy one. It's some partnership truths about partnerships, some harsh truth that you need to know if you are in any sort of partnership relation. So head over to partnerscience.tech to get the latest there.
All right. And have a wonderful Friday the 13th.